Vivid View.
Say and do it.
I welcome you all to this special program. Without wasting time, the topic for discussion today is on setting and achieving goals, both personal and organizational goals. But we're going to limit it today to personal goals. The ability to resolve in your heart to set a short or long-term goal that will be achievable and realizable is the purpose for this lecture today. And I advise you to grab the opportunity. We'll take a short break now. We'll come back and introduce the guests in the house. So please stay tuned. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Vivid View.
Welcome back. The topic has already been introduced as setting and achieving goals. With me in the studio today is a special guest. Let's make welcome a business development trainer, an inspirational teacher, and life coach, Mr. Boye Abe.
Vivid View. Say and do it.
All right, Mr. Abe, you're welcome to this program.
Thank you very much,
And then we'll kick off immediately with our discussion. They say, what are goals and how can one achieve goals?
Well, thank you very, very much. Goals are something that you have in your mind and in your heart to do, first of all. These are measurable and observable end results based on predetermined objectives and pursued with an end result in mind within a time frame.
Okay, that's a very good one. That's a very
you.
good one. You must have something in mind, and maybe you write a lot of things you have in mind, put them down, and then start, picking them and look at the ones that you really want to develop and start working on them. Thank you so much. And I think, how does one achieve the goal?
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that to achieve a goal involves a process. There's actually a process involved. And before you even start at all, you must understand that process we're talking about. It's a three-stage process in my understanding of it. The first stage is to envision the goal itself. You need to envision the goal. I'll explain how that goes in a minute. Then the next process is to engage yourself in it. Engaging yourself means that you need a vehicle to help you achieve that goal. Then the final step is to empower yourself, actually get into achieving them, start action. One comes before the other.
Yes. I believe when you said that you need a vehicle to help you achieve it, it's not this locomotive, so that they will understand that you're not talking of this locomotive.
The vehicle is what the route that you need to take, what you need to do.
Yeah, but can you also tell us briefly on setting goals? Remember, these are topics, setting and achieving goals.
Okay.
I can one also set goal.
Yeah, very quickly, the first step, envision. What does it mean? You need to, first of all, conceptualize the goal itself. You see, because if you don't have it in your mind, then what are you talking about? The very first step to achieving a goal is to have a goal in the first place to achieve. Because if you don't have a goal to achieve, then...
And that is setting the goal.
Yes.
Having it in
So you need to have it in mind. And everything starts off with your wish list. I call it a wish list. Those things that dominate your mind, the things you think about often.
Things you have passion.
Yes. You need to have what we call the wish list. Regular thoughts that come to your mind. Not really what you want to pursue immediately, but prioritizing them will give you those things you are passionate about. What are the dominant thoughts? that come to your mind. So we graduate from just having wishes to now start having desires.
Yeah.
Desires are the top priorities on your wish list.
That's true.
Those things that keep you awake, those things that burn inside your heart, those are the things that you have passion for. And that is actually the foundation of setting of goals.
Yes.
You need to ask yourself, what are the things I'm passionate about? What are the things that I really, really, really love to have, to own, to
love
become,
doing and all
to
that.
achieve? You understand? And once you understand that, now that differs based on the individual. What I have a passion for may be different from what the other person has a passion for.
Certainly, yeah.
So we need to identify what are we passionate about. What are the things that are burning in us.
All right.
And that will now be the foundation upon which you can build your goals.
Okay. Is there any particular time or when exactly can people set their goals? Is there any age or that's what I'm trying to say?
Goals come in from childhood. Obama had the goal of getting to
becoming
the
a president
White House right from his childhood.
Yeah.
If you read his book,
yes,
he had it as a dream right from early childhood. Some children have a goal in their heart to become a pilot.
So invariably, there's no particular time.
There's no age.
Yeah.
There's no age.
No age limit.
You're not too young to set a goal, and
not
you're
too old,
too old to set a goal.
Well, it depends on one physical, position and all that. All right, we'll take a break now. Come back, we'll continue. Vivid View.
Sit and do it.
Vivid View.
Welcome back. We are still discussing setting and achieving goals. In case you're just joining us, and Mr. Boye Abe is actually the man in the studio for now. Please, the other question will continue. How do people set achievable goals? Because it's very, very important.
Thank you very much. That's a very, very important
question. Yeah.
Achievable goals. Well, the first step, in my understanding, to set achievable goals is to have a dream first. You need to have a dream. Now, we need to explain what we mean by dream.
Yeah.
Like somebody once said, a dream is not what you experience while you sleep. A dream is what prevents you from sleeping. That is a dream. Those things that are keeping you awake at night, those are the things that you really, really, really need. And you see, when one has a dream, the dream doesn't have to be a realistic dream. Some people have wild dreams, and those wild dreams come to pass.
Yeah.
Okay? So don't restrain yourself within your present limitations.
Okay.
In the land of dreams, anything and everything is possible. Sorry to use the
That's
Bible
another
says.
good point. In
Yes.
line of dreams, everything and anything is possible.
Anything and everything. Sorry to have to use the Bible as a reference.
No problem.
If you go to the book of Genesis, in the 11th chapter and the 6th verse, God says that anything that you can imagine to do is possible. God has created human beings with the unlimited ability to be able to achieve anything that they can imagine. But the problem with us is that we don't use that imagination. We don't go beyond the limits of the
stretch
physical.
ourselves
Exactly. Stretch ourselves out and actually go into the land of possibilities in the dream world. And I think that is one major area that limits people from achieving goals, the inability to dream. Because once you can have a dream, Martin Luther had a dream, people have dreams.
Yeah.
Once you can have a dream and keep that picture in your mind, keep your heart burning with it, nothing, absolutely nothing shall be impossible for you to achieve.
That's a good one. All right. The other question says, how can people overcome challenges on their way in achieving their goals? Because usually we always hear some challenges here and there. How can that challenges be overcome?
The first step is to have focus.
Focus.
A lot of people find it impossible to achieve dreams because they keep their eyes on the challenges. So, in my view,
because the challenges will always be there.
They will always be there.
It's inevitable.
In fact, for some people, it puts them in a state of inertia. they don't even take any action because they just keep looking at those challenges. So the first thing I advise people, look, keep your eyes on the ball. Keep your focus. Keep your eyes on that thing that you want to achieve. That's the first thing. Then the second thing, which is similar to the first, is to be tenacious about your dreams. A lot of people lack that willpower, the staying power, what I call stickability. Ability to just hold on there.
Perseverance, I've borrowed Bible word.
Just hold on to that dream. Hold on to that goal and see yourself in the context of the attainment of your goals.
Because it may not be palatable at the beginning,
Certainly,
but if your persistence over time, you achieve your goal.
Goals that are worth it are not palatable.
At the beginning,
they look even unsurmountable.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if you have a goal that is easy to achieve, it's not really a goal. A goal must be something that will stretch you beyond yourself. You'll be able to go beyond what you naturally believe you can do. That is a goal, and that doesn't come easy.
Now referring to youths that we always deal with, maybe it had to do with their academics. What have you to say?
Well, for the youths of today, the main challenge that they have, to me, is distraction.
Yeah.
They are too distracted with modern technology. You know, in our days when we were young, we didn't have all of these gadgets. The average youth today cannot stay focused. They are too busy.
Just unfortunate, yeah.
Yes, they are too busy with social media. They're too busy with games and, frankly speaking, childish games. They're too busy with social life. Too much noise around their head.
So and that focus again comes in here.
It comes in there. And when there's too much distraction around you, it takes your eyes off the ball.
Yeah.
And you cannot focus and achieve any goal. Because your friends are calling you to do this, you're on social media, you're on WhatsApp, not doing anything productive, really. I mean, in terms of just to chat and, you know, have fun. You're not doing something profitable that will earn you income. You're just chatting and having fun, taking pictures. That is not productive. And that's one of the main challenges that we have in the modern times now. From the teenage years to the late 20s, we have that challenge with them to get them to just focus on a goal. And again, the society doesn't help because there's no government support that will help a young man or woman to guide them. In those days, we have guidance counselors in schools that will sit down. I'm sure they still have them now.
They still have some schools still have them.
They still have them now. To be able to guide you. What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? The value system in the society now has changed.
Honestly.
You see, now I was reading on Facebook recently, you give the best graduating student a laptop and a flash drive, but you give the best singer on Project Fame a brand new car.
Can you imagine?
So what value system is the society creating in the minds of young people?
Exactly.
That means it's better for you to go to Project Fame and go and sing
and going to school to
get good grades. You see, so the society is working against
that's a very good observation.
Achieving goals.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
Because they place priority in what is not important.
It's supposed to be.
You understand? Instead of showing this youth, appreciating them. I watched something the other day, the army. They were rewarding the children of junior officers. The lower cadre, all over the country, giving them scholarships. That's the value system that you should place in the mind of a young person. Not how much you can sing, not how much you can dance. In as much as that is good for recreation, I don't want to sound old school. It's good for recreation.
It's important because it's part of talent.
Yeah.
You know,
but some things are more important than dancing and singing. It's getting a good future. You need to have a good future, and that is what should be the goal of the average youth. What will happen to me in the future?
Yes, that is true. We are not against talent now, because singing and dancing is talent. I'm also a singer. But first thing first, grab your education first, because knowledge is very, very important. What you have knowledge, nobody can take it away from you. I think that's what we are trying to. We're not cancelling your talent, you cannot develop. Because sometimes too, students have that challenge that maybe mathematics is so difficult, so let me just dump it. Because you're talking about persistence. I think the best they can do is really sit down and look for how they can surmount that problem. But if you have any challenge in any particular, subject or course, then giving it out and all that, running away from it. I think the best thing is to run to it, see where you can provide a solution, and get that having known that is very important in your certificate and all that, than running away. That's why when we talk about students. Thank you so much. We'll take a break now. We'll come back. We'll take questions from the audience. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Vivid View.
Welcome back. We'll now take questions from the audience.
I am Prince Abubakar Hafiz. Thank you, the guest speaker. While you were talking about achieving goals, you need process. You made mention of envision, engage, and empower. Please, could you please elucidate the difference between engaging and empowering yourself?
Okay, my name is Hayam Itefia. When we were growing up, we had dreams, we had visions, but we realized that when we grew up, these dreams, we never followed them, we never achieved these goals. Now the question is, what are the role of the family or the parents in achieving goals in life?
My name is Damla Lakapo. My question is, in goal and success, are they the same or are they different?
My name is Emanuela. My question is, how far can someone go in order to achieve your goal?
My name is Oyibo Arogene Aaron. My question is, the major challenges we are having in achieving our goals is peer pressure. So how can we overcome such? Thank you very much.
Vivid View.
Thank you, audience, for your questions. I direct them to the guest, Mr. Boye Abe.
Thank you very much. These are very, very intelligent questions. Let me start from the first one. In the introduction, I said that it's a three-stage process.
Yeah.
Envision, engage, and empower. We cleared on the envisioning of goals. Now, what's the difference between engage and empower? Now, to engage simply means to find a vehicle. See, if you want to, in these modern days, we have what you call the GPS. The GPS helps you find your way to a destination.
To navigate your way to your
Navigate through. Even within Lagos here, you can go on Google, put on your GPS, and it tells you the routes to take to where you're going. Now, you need to have a GPS, in quotes. You need to have a pathfinder. You need to have, there's no point, or else your dreams will just be wishful thinking. If there's no vehicle, I keep using vehicle. A vehicle is a mode of transportation from point A, where you are, to point B, where you're going. Most people have a point A. In fact, everybody has a point A, where you are now. But the only challenge we have is that people don't have a point B. Can you imagine yourself going to the airport and asking on the counter at the airport, I bet, which plane they go? What would they ask you guys? Which plane they go, I bet? What would they answer you with? Where are you going? Or you go to Ojota Motor Park. I bet, which motor they go here? People will wonder what's wrong with you. Where are you going? The challenge people have is that they don't have where they're going. Now, if you don't have where you're going, where will the vehicle take you to? So you need to have where you're going. Thank you. You need to have where you're going. So you now need a vehicle, or else you just be dreaming. You permanently live in the land of dreams. And that's what we call daydreaming, or at best, wishful thinking. So what is the mode of transportation? What do you want to do? Let's talk about you becoming a doctor. What do you need to do to become a medical doctor?
You have to go to school.
You need to go to school, and not just go to school, you need to pass your science subjects. Exactly. You need to excel in science subjects. You need to do well in your job. You need to have a particular university you have in mind,
of course, to
study your medicine. Or else you permanently live in the land of dreams of becoming a doctor. That's it. So you need a vehicle, and that's what I mean.
By vehicle, needing a vehicle.
Yes, about being engaging in something. Now, how about empower? What specifically do we mean by empower? Empower means that get going. Imagine a hunter. He sits there. He wants to shoot a bush rat. He cocks his gun, First of all, he has a gun. He cocks the gun and he aims. Aim, aim, aim. What will happen to the bush rat? What should he do?
Shoot immediately.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah, immediately.
That's the problem we have. Yes, a lot of people have goals. Yes, a lot of people have a plan, but no action. They don't implement the plan. They don't leave that spot where they are. They don't do anything. See, if you continue, you need to wake up. It's good to dream, but you need to wake up from your dream and get going.
Thank you.
Vivid View.
The next question, the role of parents in achieving goals. I smile. Why? Because
we are parents
it's
too.
It's very personal to me, first of all. I grew up under a single parent because my dad died when I was very young. Too young to know him, as a matter of fact. So I was raised by only my mom. And my mom was, and still, a businesswoman. Right from early childhood, she instilled it in us, in me in particular, to have a flair for business. So right there, as a young boy, I'm talking about in primary school, I'd always dreamt that one day I will be a businessman. So parents can positively influence goals. But unfortunately, some parents can negatively influence the achievement of goals.
And discourage their children through,
A child has a burning desire. But because you had always dreamt you would be a doctor, but the dream never materialized, and you feel that your dream of becoming a doctor, before it totally elopes you, let me see it in my child.